Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel and for a new video. So today I want to talk about how do you know if developing or to become a software developer is for you, or how do you know if you're gonna like programming or not. Now, a couple of things that I did before I actually started going to Wazoo was, number one, I did like the free classes, or the pretty much all the free websites. I tried a few of them. I tried like Codecademy, Udacity, freecodecamp.org, a couple more here and there, but so that's where I kind of started. You know what I mean? I started, with the HTML and the CSS. So I started programming there. And that's where I kind of noticed, like, okay, maybe this is something I enjoy doing. So why don't I keep going? So I started, I kept practicing, finished a few courses on on Udacity and on freecodecamp.org. And, I got to the point where I was like, okay, like, I think I do enjoy this very much. And this is something I want to pursue. So that's how I found out. And also, watching YouTube videos and, watching people code and watching YouTubers that are software developers. And I also Uber, so I pick up a lot of software developers. I Uber in the Silicon Valley. So I pick up a lot of software developers. So, through asking questions with them and, talking to a lot of people and watching YouTube and actually coding on my own, that's when I kind of found out, okay, like, it's really something I enjoy doing. So that's how I found out. Now, for you guys who are interested or thinking of becoming software developers, now I am not, by all means, I am no professional software developer. So please do not think that I'm like, oh, like 5-6 years. No. I'm barely starting also. So, but this is my experience. So this is how I found out, obviously. Now, for you guys who are thinking about becoming software developers, or, you guys think that it's a good idea or whatever, just keep in mind that doing programming is pretty much like learning like a new language, like whatever language you want to throw out there. It's like learning a brand new language. Learning how to write in that new language while you're trying to learn it. So, like, just think about it that way. You're trying to learn a new language, how to speak it, at the same time you're trying to learn how to write it. So that's the way that programming works, at least from my experience. That's the way that it works. While you're trying to learn a new language, you're trying to figure out how to write it. You're trying to figure out punctuations and all this stuff. So that's number one. If you think about it like that, you're immediately going to get an idea of, okay, like, I really don't want to learn a new language, or whatever the case may be. But if I were you guys, just kind of follow what I did, is go to these free websites that offer like free courses, and give them a shot. Of course, if you do HTML and CSS, you're going to be like, oh, well, this is really easy, Now, I'm not saying that that's easy, but, it's probably one of the easiest parts. So get in there, maybe learn some Python, some JavaScript, and go from there, because those are the languages that, really got to get you. There's obviously, C++, C#, and all that. But usually with these free courses, they'll tell you the most popular ones that are out there right now. So that's what you want to do. You want to kind of maybe start with like JavaScript or Python, something that's not too difficult, but at the same time not too easy. And that way you'll get an idea of, like, okay, is this something that I really like? Because if you are coding and you get bored, then it's not for you. I mean, if you're like, oh, like, I just don't want to do this, I'll keep going tomorrow, I'll do this, I'll do that, You know, it's you. That's immediately how you know it's not for you, because when something's for you, you just enjoy doing it. You know, the hours go by, and you're passionate about it. So obviously, you're not gonna find out if you're passionate about it within one day of doing it, right? So what you want to do is maybe do like a 10-15 day challenge, where for 10 days or 15 days straight, or even 20 days straight, you're going on the free courses and, you know, doing them, and practicing. I think then that's when you're gonna find out, okay, is this for me or is this not for me? The number one thing you should not do is become a software developer because of the pay. Because if that's the case, then you're going to be really disappointed. I'm not saying that they don't make a lot of money, but there's a reason why they get paid what they get paid. Because this stuff is not easy. It's not like, oh, you know, we're just going to make a simple website. No, a lot of software developers don't even make it. They solve problems on stuff that already exists. You know what I mean? It's like, that's why these people work for Google, they work for Facebook, they work for Apple, they work for Cisco, whatever you want to call it. All these, that's why they get so, because they're solving problems that these companies need solved. It's not like they're creating a simple website from scratch for these companies. No, they're solving big issues that exist within a program, and they need it fixed. And if they don't know how to fix it, then guess what? They're not really useful to the company. So, this is one way for you guys to start practicing on the free courses. You know what I mean? If you guys feel like, okay, you know, I enjoy it, you guys finish, let's say, one complete course, because they're not short. These first courses, they're not short. Finish one complete course, you're like, okay, you know what, let me try another one, and like that. If you guys feel like you guys can learn on your own, good, keep it going, you know, build your portfolio. All that good stuff. Practice, you know, maybe find, if you guys get good enough, you guys can find like a nonprofit that you guys can work for free for a little, like you do some free stuff for, add that to your portfolio. Or you can join a boot camp like how I did, because even though I enjoy it, I find it very difficult to learn on my own. I'm just one of those people. But so that's kind of like the way I would go about it. That's the way I actually went about it. Right now I am looking for like a nonprofit to do some free stuff for, or pretty much any companies, just to do some free stuff so I could just add to my portfolio. Also, I'm also like going on LeetCode and practicing interview questions, because another thing that a lot of the companies do is they whiteboard you, which means they give you a problem. They tell you like, okay, if you have, you know, these many shoes, you know, make sure that you divide them by color or whatever the heck, you know. I don't know, I've never been through one, but definitely, like, once you guys get enough experience to go on LeetCode and all these websites to practice interview questions, and start practicing that. But that is my experience on how I knew I wanted to become I knew that I wanted to become a software developer / programmer. I'm still in the boot camp. We're finishing our final project now. We have 3 weeks. After that, what I'm gonna do is just build some my own project, something simple, and I'm also gonna look for like a nonprofit or even a small company that needs some work done for free. It's just all this stuff that to build a portfolio and stuff like that. I feel like will get you in there. So there you guys go. That's how I went about to see if I was gonna like this sort of stuff. Stay tuned, because again, my channel is also gonna be about, you know, you guys follow me around while I go like interviews or seek like freelance work and all that stuff. So I have already a lot of videos lined up for this channel. So if you guys like what you see, please comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one.